He's arguably Uganda's best celebrity hairstylist. If you have never had Mbaja Sean, you need to change that hairstyle. Tonight on the NTV Style Project, we discuss trends in hairstyles for ladies, and of course, who better to do that with us other than Mbaja Sean. Hello guys, I am a host Bettina. Stick around and don't move. I'm here with the man himself, Mbaja Sean, the celebrity hairstylist. Guys, I have never met Sean, but he is always on my feed. Hi Sean.
Hi.
Thank you so much for having us here finally.
I'm so humbled.
Sean, what makes you exceptional? Everybody mentions you on their Instagram posts every weekend. I see brides and they're always tagging Mbaja Sean. All the celebrities are tagging you. What are you using? We need some of whatever you're using.
No, I think my creativity, my uniqueness, if you go to my page, you could see just different hairstyles. Like you can see the braids, you can see the wigs, everything. So I think that's what made me. Yeah.
I asked you this question before we began the show. Where did you learn all this?
Where did I learn all this? I won't say that I learned everything, but you just learn when you're working. Because you can't learn everything from school or from the institute. You just learn when you're like doing some work, then
yeah. That takes me back to something I always say to people. Learning is a continuous process. After uni or after taking a course, somewhere online, it doesn't mean you are done. You keep on learning and improving. Well, Sean, back to hairstyles. Tell us, what are those trending hairstyles right now?
I think lately, that could be the cornrows, the African style, the cornrows, the knotless braids, and sometimes the bushy people, they like doing ponytails. So they make it like, it makes them look them. I think so. Even like you can't pass by the streets and you don't see like 5 people with braids.
I would agree with you when it comes to African hairstyles being trendy. When you look at celebrities like Yara Shahidi, Beyonce, Gabrielle
like,
Union, they're always doing African hairstyles.
Even in her videos nowadays, you see like she's trying to bring out the African style, the braid, the cornrows. Yeah, you could see like she's really trying to bring out the African style.
Guys, wigs. Now it's time to go back to our African roots, and the man himself has said it. African hairstyles are trending. Now Sean, how many times should a lady visit the salon?
I think when a lady is having her hair out, she should visit the hair salon like once in a week. Like for you, I think like once in a week you can, because remember you have less dusty roads around, so you can't keep your hair dirty for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. That means like every week. And those people who have like a protective hairstyles, they should visit a hair salon like once in 2 weeks. Most like maximum 3 weeks or 2 weeks.
All right. Now Sean is going to demonstrate for us one hairstyle that I feel is trending. What do you call that hairstyle, Sean?
It's just a pipe pony. Because I'm trying to make it like a bit stylish. Because I'm just going to get some knots, and twist them around, because you can't do every time a pony, like a slick back pony, like plain. So that, going back to the other question, what makes me stand out? So that's what I'm going to do such.
Let me ask a question, Sean. Did you invent that hairstyle? Or had you seen it prior? Because when I look at all the hairstyles we have in Uganda and the hairstylists, you're the one that really made that trending.
Okay, sometimes some hairstyles I do, like after a week, you see other hairstyles have started doing them.
Nice.
So, but I also research. It's not that like I come out like with a hairstyle. I first research and do research, then twist it a bit to make it different from others.
It's no secret East African girls have what they call the 3 foreheads. I don't know what that means, but my understanding is that we have long foreheads. Sean, how does one select a hairstyle that will match their head or their frame or their shape?
Okay, first of all, one has to look at the facial structures. You can't do a ponytail on someone with a dog face.
Okay.
It won't come really out. But someone with a dog face, they really look good with ponytails. And sometimes people with broken hairlines, you can't do a ponytail with someone like with a broken hairline or something like a hairstyle of their face. You have to do a fringe. You have to do like something to cover up their damages. Yeah, I think so.
What do you do for stubborn customers who come to you and they will tell you, I want the ponytail, even with a broken hairline? Do you discourage them or you will do for them what they want?
Okay, sometimes I could advise them. I would be like, this would not look good on you. But if you insist, maybe you can try to do this. Maybe you can try to bring it a little bit closer to the forehead so that it can cover up that damage.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you just have to be calm, because sometimes a client might come like insisting on the hairstyle you have already done, because sometimes I don't want to repeat hairstyles I've already done. But sometimes you be forced to do them just because of the client.
You want to please the customer.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Do you advise your customers or anybody out there to copy what celebrities are doing? Say, I love Beyonce's hairstyles that she's doing lately. Would you advise me to do it, or would you advise anybody out there to copy a celebrity hairstyle?
Yeah, 100% I can. I can advise someone to do, but it depends on what event she's going for. Because sometimes people doing photo shoots, you can do something like plain, like braids.
Oh, yes.
You have to do something dramatic, like a celebrity hairstyle, like creative. Yeah. So, and in other words, I can't tell someone to do yellow haired when she's going in someone's office. It really doesn't make sense. But a celebrity can do it because she wants to please her fans, or like to excite her fans, like, I think so.
All right, we are ready to see the man work that magic. If you love hairstyles, if you're a young man or a young lady out there studying about, hairstyling and beauty, we have the guru himself right here. So guys, do not move. Let us also learn. Let's go, Sean. And that is what Mbaja Sean had for us, guys. I hope you enjoyed the process and learned a few things here and there. Sean, before I let you go, I have some burning questions I'm sure our viewers would want to know as well.
Yeah.
Where would I go with a hairstyle?
I think lately, I think branches are the most trending things. Like, for someone to go out, she has to go for a branch, or let me say like a birthday party. It can work for a birthday person, like guest.
Oh yes.
Or let me say like even
a birthday girl.
Birthday girl, yeah. Even photo shoots, everyone can rock the hairstyle. But for our model today, I use the natural hair client, because I remember sometimes natural people always ask me a question like, can someone do a ponytail natural hair? So that's what I wanted to bring out today. Okay. So that like you can see that even natural person,
matching, the natural hair, not so far different from the wig. All right, so how long will this hair last?
If she keeps it well, it can last a week or 2 weeks.
Okay.
It depends on the person.
Can keep it well. All right, so 1 week to 2 weeks, and you have to change it, wash it up, and do something different.
Yeah, for some gel, we use some gel, some sprays, so you have to
So these products can't break the natural hair?
No, because we use
They're
nice products, nice products, like the gel I was using, it's really nice for hair.
How much is it?
The hairstyle?
Yeah.
The hairstyle depends
everything
on
together, the labor, the weave.
Okay, if someone comes with like session, it can be like at around 120.
Okay.
If the one to provide like the extension, can cost like 220, or it depends on the hair extension I've used.
Wow.
Because some people have natural hair, you can put something like slick hair on natural hair. So you have to improvise and use something.
All along I thought you were going to say 1 million. How can somebody locate you? Because I'm sure many ladies now want to come and get your touch. Okay,
someone comes, you just look for Crane Plaza in Kisamenti, Kololo. Look for the building called Crane Plaza, first floor, A15.
Well, thank you so much, Sean. We shall definitely check up on you again.
I'll be waiting. Thank you so much.
We hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we did filming it. Guys, you've had everything from the hair guru himself, Sean Baja. Make sure you check him out for the ladies who want to look classy. Now, tonight my outfit is all Zara. If you want to look like me, I had that denim on denim look, makeup by Shilat. After the break, we check out what Ramashafi Kizito has for the men.
When we speak about men's grooming, the beard usually comes first. You may choose to cut it off completely or choose to keep it. But once you keep it, How do you maintain it to suit your personality? Welcome. My name is Rama, and with me tonight is hair and beard expert Ziwa Kennedy of Hair by Ziwa. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Going back 4 or 5 years, you had one of the biggest launches in Kampala for a hairstylist. Came with too much energy, and you've maintained that ever since. What's the magic behind that?
The magic, I would say, is knowing what you want and also having like a dream and a focus. I guess that always drives you to whatever it is that you're doing, because everything that you're doing, you always have to keep referring back to your focus and your mission and your whatever it is that you want.
And how is business? Of course, we're in the pandemic. How is it treating you so far?
I won't lie. Of course, I've been affected a bit because the sales is not as high as they used to be before. And then we also have this thing of social distancing, following SOPs, whereby you have to cut down the number of clients you have in the shop, so that you don't have too many crowds. But other than that, I think business is still okay because people are still getting their hair done.
I know.
People still want to keep looking fresh. So yes.
Well, I totally understand. Well, for the people watching us, if you don't know Hair by Ziwa, he's a hair expert and beard expert who has been in the industry for about 5 years, had one of the biggest launches, and I've seen most of the celebrities do their hair from here.
A few years ago, because I've been doing hair for almost 10 years now. When I started, men were not as fashion forward as they are now. Men would not pay too much attention to their hair or beards then as they are now. So trends have changed a lot at the point whereby right now men make reservations to come for grooming, not just their hair but also to get their nails and feet done.
Nails, pedicure, manicure.
Yes. So I guess these days people are responding well, positively to the whole new trend of grooming.
And why do you think so?
I think it's just a new trend. Or people are very comfortable now in their own skin, because before people used to say that's something for women and now this is thing for men. But I think that men these days are becoming more masculine or more comfortable in their skin as men, so they don't really care what your opinion is. So I think maybe that's the only reason why.
And of course we've seen celebrities change their looks as concerned with hair. You personally had dreadlocks some time back. Of course your story is a little bit different, but you could give a hint to the people who are watching the campaign of end substance abuse that you had previously, that is still ongoing, and if you have a very keen eye, he still has it on his shirt, end substance abuse. What was the reason behind all that?
I'm a recovering drug addict. In my past, I used to have issues with drugs and alcohol, and I got to a point where I had to stop and quit. I went to rehab.
How was the process?
The process has been very successful, I would say. I'm almost making 4 years sober, and I'm proud of myself. I've never been so proud of myself than before. Yes. So that's the reason why one of the reasons why I cut off my hair, because I wanted to transform and leave my past behind.
You wanted something different from the hair,
yes.
And it all came down to your dress code as well. Previously you were wearing shorts.
Because I was feeling hot all the time. I was high. It was hot. It was hot, so it felt hot all the time. So I had to wear shorts and simple clothes. Yes.
Why is it important for a man out there who is fashion forward to trust a professional hairstylist like yourself?
Well, for starters, when you go, first off, it's for hygiene, for health reasons. When you go to a place where people don't really care about the hygiene, you can easily get diseases, skin diseases, hepatitis, so many things that you can get from from a previous customer. It could mostly comes from customers, not from the salon. Because when a client comes in, you don't know what their health status is. So when you go to a place where they don't sterilize the machines, they don't care about all that, it's easy to develop diseases. I
think that answers the question of pricing sometimes. It goes past the looking good, the kind of hairstyle that you have. It goes down to your health. So, if you can afford Hair by Ziwa, please come and support.
Yeah.
It goes past the haircut. It is your health. So,
that's funny. Yeah.
Ziwa,
Yeah.
we want to focus on beards today.
Yeah.
What is that one thing that you would advise someone who looks at growing the beard and maintaining it? Because most of us don't actually know how to maintain a good beard. Of course, we see Nigerians looking good, and it gives a perception of this is someone who really takes care of themselves. So it gives you a different kind of meaning.
The two kinds of men, the kind of men that can grow beards and the kind of men that have failed to grow beards. First off, you need to know, we are mostly talking about the guys that can grow beards.
Beard growers.
No, that
We're
means
not
you,
sure.
no, because for beards, either you have it or you don't have it. And it's mostly from your genes. I've seen so many people trying to grow beards when they can't grow beards. It's usually, there's so many different factors for failing to grow a beard. Sometimes if it's genetic, it's almost impossible to grow a beard if it's within your genes not to have beards. But if you have beards, for people who are lucky, I call it being lucky these days because everyone wants
I'm
it.
one of the lucky ones.
So how to groom it? Most importantly, you have to wash your beard every day. Whenever you wash your face, because these are facial hairs, whenever you're washing your face, because you need to wash your face every day, you have to wash it with warm water.
Guys, get your pens and papers now. We start now.
Yes. But it's very simple steps. It's less than 3 steps, I think. The first step is to wash, when you wash your face, make sure you wash your face with a warm towel, warm water. And then you can use a towel to dry it out. So when the beard is damp, that's when you apply a bit of beard oil, so that you keep the beard moisturized. Maybe the only thing I'll talk about are people that grow bumps after shaving.
What's the solution? Because
Yes.
I've seen many of those.
Because so many people, when they go to the salon to shave, they tend to over-shave everything because you're not supposed to remove everything completely. Because especially us men with curly hair, when the hair is coming out of your skin, it touches the skin. So when it touches the skin, the body reacts. It's like a foreign body that has come, so it creates that bump, those bumps that men you see getting. So the most important thing when you're shaving, don't shave everything off completely, just leave on just something small. And then also if you have to maintain shaving after 3 days, for guys who remove everything, make sure your hair doesn't grow out. You don't go more than 3 days minus shaving. Because the moment that thing touches the skin, that's when you get bumps.
Does it have to be personal care for someone who can't come to the salon like every after 3 days? What advice do you have for someone like that?
Then they have to learn how to do it. There's so many ways you could buy shaving foam, and then you can also get like a shaving stick. That should be very easy. You just learn because it's personal grooming. Like the way everyone can shave the armpit hairs. It's the same thing as shaving your beard hair as well. Yes.
Then there's an issue of these gaps in the beards.
Oh, a patchy beard.
Yes.
A patchy beard, that's also lack of proper care, proper grooming. Like I said, if you don't comb your beard properly, and if you don't apply the proper beard oils, then you will not be solved. The most important thing is to create an environment that is good for growth. It's like a forest when you're trying to grow trees. So you have to make sure like you keep watering it properly and maintaining it, like fertilizing it.
Well, you are talking about oils. What ingredients need to be, what essential oils need to be in that kind of oil that can help in the beard health?
There's so many different oils that you look at. First off, eucalyptus. The most important thing, let me first explain the science behind growth.
Yeah.
Hair growth, not just beards, but hair growth. It's always about blood flow. If you are, let's say, losing your hairline in the certain areas, that means that you're not getting enough, there's not enough blood flowing in that area. That's what causes a lot of hair loss, all these
I'm
areas.
going to call you a hair doctor now.
No, yes. But so whenever you stimulate the blood in that area, that's when the hair starts growing out. So when you're applying oils, when you're choosing oils, you need to get oils that are going to stimulate blood flow in that area. So in most cases, it doesn't really matter which oils you're using, but there are just a few specific oils. There is eucalyptus, because eucalyptus, even when you use it, you can feel it, you can smell it. Eucalyptus, coconut oil, just a little bit of coconut oil, and shea oil, meat oil. There's specific oils you can. They're just like 7 oils that you can use.
Eucalyptus, mint.
Yeah, meat oil, eucalyptus. You can use a bit of avocado oil, the shea oil.
And where do we get all this? I've seen products.
Well, for most times, for us, we try to create all these oils and we bring them closer for our clients.
And they're affordable.
Yes, they're very affordable.
Out there.
Yes, of
who
course.
likes to grow the beard.
Yes, it's very affordable because we sell it for 20,000, a small thing of 50 ml, and I think it can take you for up to 2 months.
Oh, amazing.
Yes, it can take you up to 2 months. It depends on how many amounts you're using. You just use once daily, it can take up to 2 months.
So what recommendations do you have for someone who's been cutting the beard but hopes to grow it? How do they start? What should the process be like?
Well, the first stage is to stop cutting the beard. So you need to first stop cutting your beard, then you let it go out. But before you start, you have to make sure, like I said, do not overshave the beard when you're shaving. So when you've gone through that stage after the 3 days and you've not developed any bumps, then stop cutting it. But make sure that you wash your beard daily and you apply a bit of oil, beard oil every morning. Yes, and then also comb it out after application. And then just let it rest.
It's a whole process, but
Yes.
of course you have to live with it if you love the good beard.
And when you apply the oils, you just keep stimulating, because don't just put it on the hairs only. You apply on the
On the skin.
Yes, on the skin, and then you keep stimulating the blood flow. Guys out there, the most important thing, the biggest mistake that most people do is to shave wrongly. When you're shaving, like I said, step number 1, do not let your barber overshave everything or yourself when you're shaving. If you want to do it yourself, please do not exceed 3 days without shaving your beard. Every time, unless if you're growing it out. If you're growing it out, don't forget to wash your beard every morning and applying some oils every morning.
All right, thank you. And of course, my recommendation is try out these hair oils, eucalyptus, mint. They're available in very many salons. And of course, my sister has Bettina Tiana, my co-host as well. She has that oil that can help you maintain your beard. That easy. Well, for this elegant look, be sure to check out Hair by Ziwat Krishnamat, Kisementi, Acacia Avenue. And guys, it's been crazy here. That was from me tonight, and back to you, Bettina.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight on the show. We love you so much for watching the NTV Style Project. Make sure you catch fresh episodes every Friday right here on NTV after the evening news. Now, we have been filming right here on location at Crane Plaza, first floor F15, and Ramashafi Kizito has been right there at Hair by Ziwa at Krishnamat. Now guys, make sure you check out our social media platforms, that is NTV Style Project. And of course, follow me on all my platforms, that is at Bettina Tiana. Guys, keep safe, put on your masks. I'll see you next Friday. We out.